Okay, we're leaving that and quickly touch down on what's going on in Nigerian Women's Football League. We know that, yes, they are on break, but then during this time, they decided to use the opportunity to actually train the media officers, level up trainings and seminar for media officers, and also communication and officials are training for them. And the whole essence for this is for them to actually, keep abreast of what's current trend in technology, how to use social media to disseminate information, to people who really need it. If you look at some social media handles of some of these clubs, use maybe the post of like 2 years ago or something. I know there are some who are really active. Rivers Angels, for instance, are very active. FC Robo are active. There are some you go through their social media handle, you can actually get, current information, even get
Rivers design, like when they set up their lineup, you see designs for Rivers. I think they are up to date. And I may not like to say it, but it's the truth. The phrase of what a man can do, a woman can do better. I tell people, if you don't believe, come to Nigerian football, you'll believe it more. Every time there's an NWFL game, you see the women putting out their reports, match reports, info about the games. Unlike the NPFL where they are sleeping. And again,
you're literally calling the media officer for information.
Exactly. Even when you call, you hear something, I don't know about this, you have to talk to the GM or the TM. But I think this is very, very commendable. Why? Because sometimes people feel media officers just nice, so long I can put ball. This means they want better for the clubs, they want better for the league. I'm sure if the media officers can take this to heart, in the next maybe 2-3 weeks, don't be surprised when you see loads of activities, lots of things that you don't even hear about the women's football. You start seeing them on a regular basis. So both the organizers, everyone involved, including Cecilia, I think I commend everyone. This is a brilliant. If we can do this same thing for the men. Sometimes you see post-match report, everyone is on the field, almost putting the phones in the mouth of both the players and coaches. Now we know what to do. I want to believe they know what to do. They didn't just go there, sit down and do it. So I think it's a step in the right direction for them. Now when the league gets back to action, don't be surprised when you start seeing positive moves from the media officers, because now there was an excuse before. Now there's no excuse anymore. You know about it now. You've been trained. Hopefully they all learn from the training. Yeah,
resources spent and everything. So this obviously will not go to waste. Well, let's take a listen to Timisire Abayomi, who happens to be a brand and communication consultant, talking more about this.
This training seminar is very, very important and strategic for the growth and the image making of the Nigerian Women's Football League. So to say, we have goals, we have visions set that we need to achieve. So it's important that we bring everybody together to be on the same page with what we want to achieve, with the way we want to achieve things, the way we want to be seen. It's also an opportunity for us to also help bridge the gap in the information and the knowledge of these media officers. In the Nigerian ecosystem, in the Nigerian sports ecosystem, basically the media officers is more or less a foreman. Again, having to do so many things at the same time, or everybody sees it. The traditional media officers before now is more or less just someone that dispenses news about the clubs, reportage about matches and everything. But now things have changed. You have the social media, you have video, you have image photography, you have so many other things. And most of our clubs have not really made provisions for all of these things.
There's so much for them to do, and hopefully they will be able to disseminate that information that people out there will need. Clubs like Edo Queens are doing so much, but we're not seeing the reflection on social media. Maybe their media officers also need to step up. Rivers Angels are doing so well. You mentioned the FC Robo, they're doing so well. Even the new Nigerians also, they even post their highlights on their handle. So that's a great way to go. So if others can do that, then the club, you discover that even if you're in the US, you will know the teams that are playing Nigerian Women's League because it's out there on social media and also on TV. So I think that's the best way to go. And
it's the best way I believe fans can relate. Sometimes
with the clubs. They need to know the players.
Yeah, that follow NPFL or the NWFL. They know some names, but you can't marry the face, because sometimes pictures doesn't mean that's the face. Because picture you are posh or not, but when you see someone on the field, it's different. So when we see regular posts, regular updates, we want to know the trades. We want to know who has left Robo.
Of the star players and
who has left Robo to join Rivers. We want to see these things and the constant information. That way, it will reduce assumption. Sometimes when journalists report on there, when there's no, okay, I think, but when we follow suit, I like what the guy said. we want everything to be done professionally.
Yeah.
And I hope it won't just end with soundbite, oh, we've done this thing. No. Let's see the reflection. Learn from other. Like you rightly said, we have seen loads of money being pumped into Edo Queens.
Yeah.
Let it reflect in everything. So that way, some of us will champion the women's game even more. Probably others will be more interested.
Yeah, hopefully they can do that. Also, want to see good match reports. I mean, don't send the report and say the referee gave a dubious penalty. How come on, media observe a team? Why would you say? Why would you write that? So I'm like, sometimes just be proactive. I mean, whatever you're writing, just be objective in putting out that information out there, because not everybody had watched the game. But whatever you put out, that's what they're going to believe. If you say the referee was dubious, and I didn't say,
everybody will conclude.
Will conclude and say, oh, that's what actually what happened and stuff like that. We're leaving that now and quickly talk about the Nuge